Hey Aquarius, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. I'm Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive, and we're going to be looking at your energy for the next couple weeks. So let's get into it. I hope that things are going well for you always. The energy's been very interesting lately. We had a new moon in Taurus at the beginning of this week when I'm recording it in real time. Just remember that whenever you find these videos, if the messages resonate, they're definitely meant for you. But obviously use your discernment, right? These are collective readings, so some things might not stick or fit, I should say. Better way to say it. But yeah, the energy's been a little weird lately. We're feeling like we're in Taurus season right now. And sometimes with earth energy, we can feel a lot of resistance, some stubbornness coming through, dealing with things that are just kind of annoying and frustrating. The energy also moves a little bit slower during the earth seasons. So we might not be seeing results as quickly as we want, which can be annoying as well. So for any of those places that we're feeling the blocks or obstacles pop up, we're going to start with an energy cleansing. I'll use a sage smudge bundle. And this is also a really good time to set your own intention. If you have questions that you would like answered, definitely ask those right now. Set that intention, set the tone for your reading, so Spirit can bring those answers and messages to you. All right, Aquarius, this is moving a little slow, like I was talking about, right? Life in slow motion. So there's this underlying, I'm trying to think, like Pluto also went into retrograde as well since the last time we talked. And this is the opportunity to refine the choices we're making, practice a little bit more. We're going through a lot of testing period right now as well, testing our commitment to the path, to actually putting in the work to things that we want to see manifest in our life. All right, Aquarius, let's get going. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure love and grace. I release anything that is blocking the highest and best messages from coming through. Fear, doubt, insecurity, lack of worth, lack of value. Help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Amen. All right, so let's get into it. Yeah, so this period of testing, this period of really showing our commitment to what we want. And there is frustration around it because we keep seeing these things pop up that we don't really want to deal with that feel a little more frustrating, or we feel like we've already dealt with it. We should be done and over with it. And it's not necessarily presenting itself that way. So Spirit's really asking you to tap into the magic of life. This came through in our collective reading yesterday, so definitely check that short out if you're interested. But this goes back to what I was saying. Sometimes we want certain things to manifest on a certain timeline, and it doesn't necessarily happen that way. It doesn't mean that it's not going to. And oftentimes the way that things unfold is way more magical, way more beautiful than what we could have even anticipated. So Spirit's wanting you to really use your intellect around making smart decisions is what I'm hearing. Giving yourself time and space to think things through. Taking off a lot of those extra to-dos on your plate. That's also been a collective theme. Simplifying, not taking on more than what we need to right now. We need that extra time and space to really build ourselves up. And again, having that patience and consistency, it also is way easier when we are a little bit more simplistic. Spirit's forcing you to look at your life, looking at the things that aren't so neat and pretty, the more base instincts, right? Primordial deals a lot with our ego, but also the egos that are in your environment. Family, people who are close to you. I'm hearing there might be some difference of opinions. Yeah, okay. 10 of Swords popped out, so repeated mistakes. Cycles, again, confirming what I was saying earlier about feeling like we've already been through this. Like, why do I have to readdress it? Why do I have to deal with this again? But it's also allowing you that space of being more simplistic. Feeling pretty emotional about how things are playing out. King of Cups energy is in your environment. Taking a lot of time to contemplate is what I'm seeing. Again, thinking through things. Yeah, okay, I saw the Hierophant while I was shuffling. So this is exactly what I was talking about, that value of dealing with family, dealing with people who feel like family, people you had a strong commitment to, a strong tie to, and yet the devil is coming up in their environment. And that's why it's making you feel a little untethered or all over the place. It's playing on your emotions and feelings. And you're trying to break away is what I'm hearing, right? You're trying to break away. Someone did something that felt really unfair, that felt really kind of low vibey with that devil energy. Again, operating out of that ego, out of that base instinct. And I feel like you don't want to be a part of this. You know this about this person or situation already. You don't really want to be a part of it. I do feel like they're trying to justify bad behavior. Like they're trying to say that they're going to change or that they're going to work on themselves, etc. They're trying to start new, start fresh, but you're not so convinced. And that Four of Swords energy really talks about, again, taking the time to think things through, taking the time to really sit with it and understand it. It's going to give you better direction as to how to move forward. Some, you know, and especially if this is dealing with family, people that you're going to be connected to for the rest of your life, Spirit's asking you to, well, you got to make a decision around it. You got to make a decision around how much you're going to participate in this dynamic. Are you going to open yourself up again? Are you going to trust this person again? They want you to. They're asking you to. Maybe they haven't come out and said it, but that's the desire. There is a desire to change. And I just, you know, with this King of Cups energy, I feel like you're just tired and you're exhausted. And that's that part of why this Two of Swords is being blocked. Two of Swords making a decision. It's just like making a decision one way or another. We might feel emotional. It might not, neither decision feels satisfying, feels fulfilling. But yeah, especially with this Eight of Cups, Spirit's really asking you to take the time to like walk away from the toxicity. Cut it out of your life, eliminate it. This Devil Eight of Cups energy is really speaking to an unhealthy environment, an unhealthy dynamic. And I feel like you do know it, but there's something about it that makes you feel like you can't get out of it, or you're not really sure if you should, right? Especially depending on how connected you are to this situation, to this person. It does feel like you have a lot of stock in this. And so really working to understand, yeah, like stepping into that empowerment, this Empress energy for you, Aquarius, really beautiful. Being the best version of yourself. Yeah, we can't control people. We can't control situations, how they show up. Someone's coming in to help you around this. messages, communication. I feel like this is someone that you admire. I feel like this is someone who feels a little bit more grounded and stable, who's going to help you through this. It's going to help you not feel so all over the place, like all these emotions around what's happening. Remembering that we are humans, right? That like everyone's going to deal and handle with things in their own way. And sometimes when we don't like how things get dealt with, you know, we gotta make that choice. Do we really want to stick around? Do we really want to see what happens, you know? Or is it time to cut ties? Queen of Swords energy, I feel like this is you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's you coming through as being more decisive, essentially. I'm hearing this, like you're removing all the emotion out of it as you move through these next couple weeks. You're going to be doing a lot of time evaluating, thinking through. I feel like you are drawing more magic into your life through this experience. Again, it doesn't have to feel great. It might be weeding out people, places, and things that you didn't really expect or want, for that matter. You didn't think it was going to go this way, but here you are. And it's almost like the only way that you can move through this is by taking the emotion out, is by making a decision that is for your highest and best. It's also showing you places that you're limiting yourself. Eight of Swords energy is a self-sabotage energy, right? It's like when we limit ourselves, when we don't give ourselves enough information, enough insight to fully understand the decisions that we're making. And that's why this is really hard for you. That's also why, like, you don't really want to make a choice, because it's hard, because it's not easy. It's not clear cut, right? It's not like someone betrayed you or screwed you over. Maybe there is some of that there, but like, I feel like you're used to this. This Devil energy is definitely someone, something that has shown up in your life a lot, you know? And like, I feel like you have not felt like you've had options to this point, up until this point. But what has happened, it's showing you things more clearly, right? It's like, I can't turn a blind eye to this. I actually have to evaluate. I have to look at this because I can't be a part of this again. And sometimes when we do, you know, the downside of the Queen of Swords is making a decision that can be almost too rational, you know, too practical. Because it is more about weighing out the pros and cons. She doesn't use a lot of that feeling when she's evaluating the best move forward. And that really ties back to this Two of Swords, Eight of Cups energy, where remembering that if we don't make a decision, that's still making a decision as well. It leaves us hanging in the balance. So I feel like this Empress energy, whomever you're going to be connecting with, is going to bring more love, more peace to your heart. This is also dealing with love for yourself, choosing to love others, even if they are lower vibrational, right? If they do things that don't really align with you or how you would handle it. This is basically saying to like, hold that space of love. Yes, it doesn't mean you have to interact or engage with them, but you can still approach things with a loving heart. And reminding you that people, places, and things are not your source of energy, your source of vibrancy. Yes, they add to that component, they add to that dynamic. But Spirit's also asking you to look at where you're receiving your inspiration from, what fills you up. And that has to come from you. It can't necessarily come from the people around us all the time. You know, yes, we might receive some of that at times, but we have to remember that value of self-reliance. If we're constantly relying on other people for our own direction or how we should handle something, it's very easy to get, it's very easy to again, find ourselves in situations making choices that really are not what we want, what we desire. I knew this karmic message was going to come up because it is a situation of healing your karma. And I feel like this is an ending to a cycle, right? We saw that with the Fool. Starting fresh, starting over, not being afraid to be more of yourself, even if it looks different than what other people expect around you. That's what your energy is all about, Aquarius. I love that. That's one of my favorite parts of Aquarian energy, is marching to the beat of your own drum and not being afraid to do so. And so part of this situation, even though it's heavy, at the same time, it's bringing you freedom. It's bringing you hope, new beginnings. And I feel like it's helping you kind of, again, tap into that magic of life. So remember, this is just the energy for the next couple weeks. I really hope that it helped, especially thank you so much if you've made it this far in the video. That's what I wanted to say. I really appreciate you. I hope it helped. I hope it gives you clarity and insight into how to better move forward. Definitely drop comments below. I love to hear how it resonates. I also love to support in whatever way possible. I hope you have a fabulous few weeks. Thank you for all the love and blessings. I'm sending those back your way.